Very good. Thank you. I'll start with you, Mr. Hoskins. As you and I talked over the last 3 years in the U.S. avian flu, spread from wild birds to poultry operations, and most recently to dairy cattle. Mr. Hoskins, as we enter the third year of this most recent outbreak, what are your priorities on this virus, and how will you ensure the response includes all impacted industry groups, including turkeys and dairy cattle?
Thank you for the question, Ranking Member Klobuchar, and thank you for the time you extended to me in your office. I know you raised this issue and a number of others. The visit with you in your office was much more pleasant than my staff interview with your committee staff. But I would just say, when it comes to high-path AI specifically and just the diversity of production systems that disease has impacted, obviously eggs, broilers, turkeys, which you're number one in, and the dairy side of the equation. The all-hands approach, five-pronged approach that Secretary Rollins rolled out, to me is absolutely the right direction and compass to help get us out of this quagmire with high-path AI. And one component of that could be vaccine development and deployment. What I've committed to you, and if confirmed, what I would commit to this committee is that if there were a vaccine consideration to be utilized, that would be science-based. It would be based on the efficacy of that vaccine, and it is something that the entire stakeholder community would be consulted on, because regardless of one production system that you may vaccinate for, it could have implications for other production systems, both on a domestic level and an international market access level. So I would commit to giving the Secretary all the information and tools she needed to make the most informed decision possible.
Thank you very much. Dr. Hutchins, if confirmed, what role do you see for research, education, and economics in your mission area playing to go into the response to avian flu?
Thank you, Senator, and thank you as well for the time yesterday. I enjoyed that very much, and I actually also enjoyed the time with your staff.
Well, thank you. That will be duly noted, Mr. Hoskins. Okay.
The Research Education Economics organization has a phenomenal capability and capacity to deal with these types of scenarios with the NBAF facility in Kansas, as well as the veterinary laboratories in Ames and other places. So the science and the capabilities there are unmatched in the world. And what's other thing that's unmatched is the partnership that these agencies have with the agencies of MRE. So what can we do to advance it? We can continually look for the most promising science development. We can utilize the new tools and technologies and AI to identify ways to not just mitigate, but to prevent these kinds of scenarios. And in some ways, it's also related to the context of invasive species, invasive organisms. And so we have the capability to work hand in hand to develop the best methods to eliminate those. So
thanks. Very good. Thank you. Ag research in general, I voiced my concerns about this proposed budget. Could you talk about how you will advocate for ag research?
Certainly. I've always been an advocate for ag research, but at a higher level, I've been an advocate for the outcomes that ag research leads to, the results, the solutions, the opportunities. It's certainly the prerogative of Congress to provide the funding, but what I can commit to you, Senator, is that whatever funding is provided, we will make the absolute best use of it to benefit our farmers and ranchers and consumers, and that would be my firm commitment to you in this committee.
Administration's buyout program for career employees resulted in the loss of 1,600 people from your mission area with research, including over 1,200 staff from the Ag Research Service. That's an 18% loss of total workforce when we're already looking for ag scientists. Simply put, without staff, I think we know this research, no matter what AI does, is not going to happen. So how are you going to make sure that this loss of expertise won't affect the area, and how will you improve things?
Thank you for that question. So for sure, what we will need to do is take a look at the resources that are provided, the status of the situation we have in each of the agencies, and as with any organization, look to ensure that we're focused on the most important outcomes and on the most important projects and programs that benefit farmers, ranchers, and the American public, and then target the resources we do have toward that and ensure that we fill those key positions that are vacant that will allow us to succeed in that way.
Okay, thanks. And last question, Mr. Hoskins. The National Animal Health Lab Network Office has lost half its staff, and that's about testing, quality assurance, and the Vet Services Office is currently set to lose 23% of its workforce. So just talk about how you'll ensure that APHIS continues to protect our domestic ag from threats and is not undermined by the staff or funding cuts.
Thank you. Thank you for the question, Ranking Member Klobuchar. It's your point that